What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture. Welcome to Crypto Twitter. Crypto Twitter, Litecoin edition. I love Twitter, especially Crypto Twitter. There's so much always happening. So many interesting people, whether you like them or not, so many interesting things to learn. And I figured, I know a lot of you on YouTube are not on Twitter, so I figured every once in a while I'll do a Crypto Twitter video going over some things happening on Twitter. So today, Litecoin edition, we have a tweet that made its rounds. Francis Pouliot, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. He says, Litecoin is a useless crap coin. The Litecoin Foundation pumping it to UFC fans serves no purpose other than Litecoin bag holders dumping on greater fools. The Bitcoin testnet narrative is crap. Litecoin is not silver to Bitcoin's gold. It's pyrite. Satoshi Light, bad look, man, with a thumbs down. Do you think Francis is a fan of Litecoin? I didn't think so. Do you think Francis is a Bitcoin maximalist? I'd assume so. So let's look through this thread, and you can let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I tweeted a response. I said a cryptocurrency which supports the success of Bitcoin partners with the actual UFC, and you're talking trash about it. Making enemies with an entire community that wants the best for Bitcoin as well. Come on, dude. I can't imagine how you think that's wise, valuable, or helpful. If you're long on Bitcoin, if you're a Bitcoin maximalist, how do you not see value in Litecoin? How do you not see value in a cryptocurrency partnering with UFC, an audience over 1 billion? How do you not see value there for your beloved Bitcoin alone? I know it wasn't Bitcoin that's in the octagon, it's Litecoin, but how do you not see value there? I love this tweet by Nick LTC, East Coast LTC team. Someone said, to be fair, that's not a Bitcoin logo on the mat. Exactly, it's not a Bitcoin logo on the mat. Nick said, true, but look around on Twitter at the adoption efforts from Litecoin. When we set up payment terminals or gateways, it's always Bitcoin and Litecoin support. Honestly, the Litecoin people have done more for Bitcoin adoption than most of the people complaining about this. And Francis, he replies, he says, it's almost as if you guys are trying to associate yourselves with Bitcoin to sneak Litecoin adoption. Are you serious? He thinks Litecoin people are riding the backs of Bitcoin success. Nick says, you honestly believe we're trying to sneak in adoption? What would be the point? There's no incentive there. If it was about money, we would simply support Bitcoin alone. We see areas where Litecoin is and can help Bitcoin growth and achieve what we want from digital currency. So true. Love TokenPay's comment. Bitcoin maximalists are almost all traders. They do little for actual adoption. Can't fathom how a UFC deal can be considered negative in any way. I have to throw this out there, piggybacking off of TokenPay. What happens a lot on crypto Twitter, if you're not on there, there are many Bitcoin maximalists that actually do not offer any value at all to Bitcoin, to cryptocurrency. All they do is post negative comments all day, making bets with each other, arguing, calling people names, calling each other names, and we're talking true leaders in the Bitcoin space, over 100,000 followers on crypto Twitter. Leaders talking trash, making stupid bets, and that's what a lot of not all Bitcoin maximalists, not all, but a lot of them are doing. Posts like this. What value is there in this post, Francis? I love the Light School's reply. You're right. Litecoin had no role in helping definitively resolve FUD surrounding SegWit, sarcasm. And actually, testnet with coins of zero value is a much better environment to incentivize attackers than with $1 billion market cap, sarcasm, and facepalm. I love it. We have another cool comment. I saw Eric Landa. Why the vitriol? While I do think Bitcoin is king, I also like Litecoin. I would say it's pretty much as useless or as useful as Bitcoin. The genius of Litecoin isn't that it's different than Bitcoin. The genius is in their similarities. Whether you like it or not, both will rise or fall together. Thank you. Thank you for that simple perspective, Eric. I don't get how these thought leaders in the cryptocurrency space cannot understand this. The simple notion, the simple thoughts. And why can't there be camaraderie? Why can't there be a synergy between Bitcoin and another cryptocurrency? Why does it have to be only Bitcoin? It doesn't make sense to me. And there's actually, from a foundational point of view, there is no reason why that is the only way. And to Bitcoin maximalists, that is the only way. Bitcoin is the only way. It makes no sense to me. So I replied because Francis said to Nick, it's almost as if you guys are trying to associate yourselves with Bitcoin to sneak Litecoin adoption. And I replied to that and I said, it's almost as if you just like arguing with cool people on Twitter that are just excited about both Bitcoin and Litecoin. Am I right? Am I right? Bitcoin is a revolution, he says, not a playground where everybody plays nice and kids have fun. Upholding ethics matters incalculably more to me than the backlash of offending people and making enemies and other people's feelings. I said, I agree. I agree about the, offending people, right? I never want to be, try and put like people that are offensive, into like a jailhouse. People are allowed to be offensive if they want, but there's a way to do that, right? If you're disagreeing with somebody, there's a way to disagree that might offend somebody, but you do so respectfully. So I said, I agree, but I think there's a way to make your points more powerfully utilizing respect. I visited Bull Bitcoin, which is his company. Clearly, you're passionately building something in the same way a lot of people you're arguing with are. Builders can disagree. Value comes from learning from each other. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm simple. Maybe I have a simple mindset and I find success in other areas and in other ways. Francis says, I'm not trying to convince the most people and certainly not trying to convince the people I'm debating against. I'm doing this purely out of self-gratification of being able to prove years down the road that I never compromised myself. So that was the most telling and interesting comment. I didn't reply to that, but I think it speaks loudly to what a lot of people in crypto are doing. It's definitely fun to have a voice in cryptocurrency. I will say that. And it's definitely fun to have a risk in this space to see how it plays out. But his comment, I'm doing this purely out of self-gratification of being able to prove years down the road that I never compromised myself. I think that speaks a little bit deeper to why he debates the way he does. He has to have a confidence in his standpoints, and perhaps there's no other way to have a confidence in your points than by just being disrespectful and talking trash, right? Maybe there's no other thing that he can utilize, no other tools in his confidence toolbox. And so he's doing this for years down the line so that he can look back and say, I told you so. So for him to win in that argument, Francis would really need to see Bitcoin be the only standalone cryptocurrency years to come. And I truly do not think that's going to happen, Francis. And I think tweets like this burn bridges if you're trying to build in this space. There are very cool people that might disagree with you, but are builders. And builders in this cryptocurrency space should work together. Builders should build together. Those are my thoughts. What do you think about this crazy thread? What do you think? Do you agree with Francis? Hey, you might be on this channel and you might agree with Francis, and that's all good. I want to hear from you too. Appreciate all of you coming by this first edition of Crypto Twitter. Let me know your thoughts. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Love to have you as part of this channel. I will see you all in the next video. Have an awesome day, and God bless.